It's a tug of war, battling to keep my sanity. Say no more, say no more. I love you, but I can't keep killing me. I look at myself, I wonder why you don't recognize who you traumatize me. Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go. I've adored the time I had lived in this fantasy. Now I'm looking for a way to better me, a remedy. I look at myself, so wonder why you recognize who traumatized me. Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go.
GM. Boys, what is going on? It's a little later in the day today. I just ate dinner. So if I seem tired, it's because I'm not fasted like usual. So this chicken may hit me like a truck. We'll see. We'll see. Boys, the secret to winning in crypto. Cheat. How to win the game. We got comments already. Hold up. If I take a loan on Aave, USDC, put it into ETH USDC, does impermanent loss still apply as it's a loaded USDC? So the point of impermanent loss, we're just going to go right into it, boys. I'll answer this question real quick. Impermanent loss is something that, okay, you open a liquidity pool, you have Ethereum and USDC. Impermanent loss is, we're assuming the market goes up in value, is the difference between if you just held that money in just Ethereum and it 2x's versus it's in Ethereum and it starts slowly converting into USDC. So the reason I say impermanent loss becomes irrelevant is because if your initial capital is going into Aave, you're going to get 100% appreciation. Is there impermanent loss on the amount that you borrow with other liquidity pools? Technically, yes, but you're not opening that position compared to ETH. You already have your spot ETH, your spot Bitcoin over on the side. The pools are there to do one job, and they're going to appreciate over time, a smaller amount than just buying more ETH would, but it's to generate cash flow. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's go ahead and crack today's video. If that didn't clarify enough, if that was too fast, let me know, and we'll cover it again. Don't you worry. Jamie with the question ASAP. Get started quick. The secret to winning in crypto. Boys, you gotta cheat. You gotta cheat to win, boys. You gotta cheat. We'll clarify here in a second. Again, if you guys like these PowerPoints, you like these slides, let me know. I'll keep them coming. I like them. Fun to make. Clean. This one's good vibes. Oh no, it's not sharing correctly. 1 second. 1 second, boys. We gotta do a little fix on the screen share here. 1 second. Let's try this now. Maybe. Maybe we're cooked. All right. I think we're locked. I think we're locked in now. Let's check and see. Let it catch up. Possibly. And yes, sir, here we go. Awesome. The secret to winning crypto. You have to cheat to win. Here's the playbook. And this is what was covered in today's newsletter today. The link to my newsletter is in the description if you guys are interested in getting those emails that come out. To win in crypto, you have to cheat. And I don't mean maybe what you're considering off the top of your head. Maybe you're thinking insider trading. No. Gambling meme coins. No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about leveraging yourself up to the gills, doing 10x, 50x trades, and getting liquidated. Trying to moonshot. That's not cheating. That's gambling. We're cheating in the way that the wealthy do, using the tools that the wealthy use to succeed, to make money, to win for sure over time, and applying them directly to crypto, to your crypto portfolio. Turn do not disturb on. No one texts me until I go live, and then they start going fucking nuts. Shut up. All right. Cheating by using the tools the wealthy use to win each and every single day. Everyone else is cheating the game. Or you. You right now, maybe just buying, holding, watching the charts, praying for price to move in a direction that pleases your thesis, that fulfills your hopes, what you hope the market is going to do. The people cheating the game, they're making money off their portfolio every single day. Making an income off their assets, running liquidity pools, making an APR that pays them each and every single day. And it's something each and every single one of you should do. And you should be doing right now. The principle is not new. Again, this comes from real estate. We're applying the principles from the real estate realm to our crypto portfolio and putting that to work. That's our cheat code. That's how we can win at an exponential pace that outworks each and every single person. We're borrowing against our assets the same way you would in real estate. And we're putting that capital to work, making money. It's what are the rich doing? The rich are cheating. They're cheating the game, right? Their cheat code is that they know to borrow money. Why do the rich borrow money? To put into assets. Because most of the people with money, they understand inflation. They inflate the currency away, so the debt that you take on gets inflated away over time. The dollar loses purchasing power, which means your debt has less negative purchasing power over time. I don't know how to phrase that in an elegant way, but it's the truth. You borrow $10,000, let's say back in the day. Back in the day, homes were $50,000. You had a loan for that. Nowadays, a loan for $50K, it's not that much. $50K loan is something you'd get on a car. The dollar loses its purchasing power over time. That number means less. You can talk to your grandparents maybe, back when they were buying Cokes for a nickel or a dime, whatever it was. That's insane. I go to the store, get one of these bad boys, it's like between $3 and $5. The game's not the same. Inflation. The game changes. So we're pulling debt out in dollars, it's going to be depreciated over time, and putting that into assets that will appreciate. And not just that, but if we're buying assets, using our hard-earned money to buy assets, to capture the appreciation from inflation and the fact that Bitcoin is scarce, but we're then borrowing, taking debt, using that to create cash flow in liquidity pools. And now we're getting appreciation over there in our pools as well as cash flow. And you compound the game. And it becomes exponentially more powerful. If you're maybe, APRs have been shit in a lot of positions lately, you're making 3, 4, 5% a month. Compound that back into the game. Buy more assets. Borrow from those. Create more cash flow. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. When the markets go back to normal, when your nice wide range ETHUSDC is paying you 10% a month, beautiful, fantastic. 50K in pools is paying you $5,000 a month. That's a livable wage. It's beautiful. Right now, 50K in pools is probably paying you between 2 and 3K a month. It's kind of shit. It's not very exciting, but it's what the game is right now. And I'm not willing to sacrifice ranges or quality of coins. I had some questions today. Like, hey, my ETHUSDC, it's paying me 20% right now. Should I put everything in my monad position that's paying me 60, 70%? And it's like, well, you could. I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't sacrifice the whole portfolio into monad itself. You're changing your risk level, your exposure quite a bit. If that's borrowed capital, you wouldn't want to take borrowed capital from Bitcoin or ETH and pump all of that into monad. That's risky. You're taking your equity and your safe assets like Bitcoin and you're maybe gambling that on Monad. I don't think Monad's going to fail, but I think we could all reasonably agree that's a bit riskier than your Ethereum, a bit riskier than Bitcoin, right? So being a good steward of the money, being patient, playing the long game. It's okay to have Monad exposure. Just don't borrow all your money against Bitcoin and then throw it all into Monad. It's not a very good way to diversify your portfolio, I wouldn't say. Yo-Yo Parker, what's up? Smash Satoshi, what's going on? Right? Because then what if you're all in on Monad, those yields drop, they're paying you 20, 30% as well, just like your Ethereum, but now you're holding a riskier token. And if that asset goes down in price, and that's earning 20, 30%, and the ETH's also earning 20, 30%, but now you're holding a more volatile coin that maybe underperforms ETH long term, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that, right? So don't do it just for the cash flow. Don't chase just the cash flow, boys. Don't chase just as much as possible. 3 rungs. The 3 steps to running the cheat code. Again, we're going to hammer these. I've been hammering these in every PowerPoint. Lend your assets. At the bare minimum, be staking. If you're buying crypto for the first time, let's say, and you have a bunch of Solana, there's some of you watching this video that probably have big bags of Solana. I guarantee it. If you are not at least staking it, you are actually losing money. If you don't take the couple minutes it takes to click 2 or 3 more buttons to educate yourself on staking and know that assets like Solana, even Ethereum, they have a native inflation to them, and you don't stake, you are just giving up money and you are getting inflated away. Just the reason you leave the dollars because of inflation, keep in mind your Solana is getting inflated away as well. It has a pretty high inflation rate. So you need to at least be staking. Liquid staking is my preferred. Buy a liquid stake token. That way you can swap out at any time. You're not tied up for 7 days. But you need to know what to do with your assets, and you need to know the assets. You should know Solana has inflation, and you should know how to get rid of it by staking. Or lending. The lending yields will be similar. Run liquidity pools. You should learn how to run the pools. You don't need to run them initially off of borrowed capital. Run small. Throw $50 in a pool. Throw $10 in a pool. See how it works. Understand it. See the returns. Know why to go wide. Know which assets to choose. Make some mistakes with $10 if you need to. Run them small, with just a little bit of capital. And then, once you've figured it out, once you understand the game, you start to scale and you build the flywheel. You connect everything together. The assets you have lent, you borrow from them to run liquidity pools with the borrowed money. If you're borrowing at 3 to 4% interest, you're deploying into pools, making hopefully 5 to 10% a month, and you're compounding everything back into the system some way, somehow. You're building stablecoin reserves. You're building gold reserves on chain. You're buying more of your assets you want long term. You're compounding into more liquidity pools to compound your cash flow. And you keep the game moving. 3 very simple steps. Really, it's just 2. And learning how to scale and loop them back around. Lend and borrow. Liquidity pools. Rinse, recycle. Make sense? How we doing, chat? I feel that dinner. It's weighing me down. I feel slow. We already talked about this. Lend your assets, run liquidity pools, build the flywheel. See if there's any juicy details I want to cover. Entry level, of course, up to 10% a month. I hope to see those returns again here soon. Stuff you already hold. Build the flywheel. All 3 engines running at the same time. You're making appreciation. You're making daily cash flow from the pool yields. Beautiful. Real portfolios. When your yields are back at 10% a month, off 50K, you're looking at 5K a month. Off 100K, you're looking at 10K a month. Right now, the yields are down. We have guys inside making only 5K a month off 100K in crypto. Again, most of our investors, they're not taking on risk. They're going very, very wide. So this is very, very realistic, very attainable, very conservative. There are also guys that are still going tight, maybe on some riskier assets that I personally don't hold, but they believe in and they want, and they're still squeezing out the 10K. There's guys outperforming the yields, but I'm not willing to take that risk. I don't want riskier assets. I don't want lower market cap assets, and I don't want any tight ranges. I don't think that's what's best for you. Off of 50K, very attainable. A lot of 3K a monthers in there. A lot of 5K a monthers. One of our newer members, Jack, back in November, last month hit 7K. Right? And you just keep compounding. You keep the flywheel going, and you stay in the game. a little visualization. It's the same concept in every video, guys, I promise. You lend your assets. Step one, you borrow from them. You open your liquidity pools, and the cash flow used to compound into any of the usual 3 to 4 that we choose. More collateral. I just realized the mic's not on. Can you guys even hear me correctly? Crazy. Hold on.
Check, check, check. Hopefully that's a little better quality there for you.
All right. Hopefully the audio wasn't too shit to begin with. But again, about 4 usual options. You compound back into more of your collateral assets. You can stack USDC, or you can stack gold, or you can pay off the loan. Debt solutions, if you will. Maybe you're lending the USDC somewhere at a higher interest rate than what you're borrowing, offsetting that. A way to get rid of the debt. Compound into more cash flow positions. Maybe. Usually I'm looking for an attractive price. I'm looking just to buy the spot assets themselves and run the flywheel all over again. Usually not compounding directly into pools. But if you have riskier pools you want to run, you could use cash flow for that. Or you could even take some into lifestyle. Lock them in. And your mentality starts to change when you run the flywheel. Like me. Mike was fine, still is. Perfect. Like me. Not emotionally pegged to Bitcoin's price anymore. Detached from it. I don't really care too much about the day-to-day. Because the long-term system is running. Right? Obviously, long-term, I believe Bitcoin will win. And I want it to win. If I didn't believe that and didn't want that, I wouldn't own it. But it removes me from the day-to-day. The necessity, the need for it to do any one thing. I'm not shorting the market where I need it to go down to make money. I am long in the market, but I don't need it to go long tomorrow or next week. I don't need the bill to get passed today and then go to the Senate. I don't need certain news events to happen for the price to move one way for me to get excited and feel something. I try not to feel anything. I try to detach myself from the market. When we get the dips, I can get excited for them. I can buy. When the market goes up, I'm usually less than thrilled because I don't want to sell. I want to keep stacking. And so it detaches you from both the good and the bad. And you just run a business should be boring. If you have a good business, it should be boring. It should be consistent with a long-term vision and plan. I'm not panic selling on the red days. I'm buying the dip with the pool fees, with my active income, with my stablecoin reserves that I've built, with my gold reserves that I built with cash flow. When we have a market-ending nuke bear event where the candles just crash, I use those stack stablecoins to stack gold, some from active income, some from pools, and then I have the opportunity to actually do something about the dip and buy into it, buy more Bitcoin. You have a shocker come up in life, a medical emergency, maybe a car emergency, a house emergency, some type of emergency. These don't have to be a gut punch that you're not planned for. You have cash flow coming in. You can pay for these things. You can pay for the trips to Thailand. You can pay for the vacations. You have a way to the other side, a light at the end of the tunnel, something to make that easier. It's where you're not stressed on bills. You have cash flow. You can take care of the bills if a large expense comes up out of the blue. You're not having to sell your bags, sell your collateral, sell your Bitcoin for these things. Especially, keep in mind, you may have a terrible event, tragic event in your life happen when Bitcoin's at 60K. And that's not really a great time to sell the Bitcoin to pay for that event. But it's something to where you can then borrow from your Bitcoin to pay for that thing. Or you can use the cash flow from the pools to pay for that thing, to pay for that emergency. And you're not having to sell your bags at the literal worst time possible, at the bottom. If Bitcoin's 125, if Bitcoin's 150, be my guest. Sell your Bitcoin, pay for life. But this gives you control about when you have to do so. Let you cheat the game. Cash flow the life you actually want. The trip to Thailand. You don't have to sell any Bitcoin. You've got cash flow. You've been earning cash flow from your core crypto that you can stack for that trip. We have another mastermind coming in, it's months away, but like third quarter of this year, out in, Clearwater? Florida, right?
You can cash flow for that trip from the liquidity pools. You're not having to sell your Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's not at all-time high, you're not waiting, speculating, hoping it's the right price that you can sell some and then go. You can be cash flowing your portfolio, build the bag to go for the trip for free. The Bitcoin conference. We all just went. You can cash flow that trip. I mean, maybe not if you're eating 3 meals a day out there. Those are some crazy meals sometimes. What was it? One of our boys got a drink, a Long Island, $85 for one drink. You've got to have a good portfolio to cover that, right? But it's something where it can make that trip a lot easier. And you can build the life you want. Design the life you actually want with your portfolio. Put it to work. If cash flow is what you need, start making your portfolio give you cash flow. If you want a long-term portfolio, if you don't want the game to end, design it with wide ranges in mind and consistency. If you're setting tight ranges where your assets go out of range on the small pumps that we've had the last couple of weeks, you didn't have the long-term vision. You weren't designing a life. You were giving yourself a nice couple of weeks. Now the game's over. You have to think long-term. I promise you, boys. What not to do? I just said it. Don't go tight on ranges. And I wouldn't hammer this so much if I didn't still see mistakes all the time. And people going too tight. Trying to up their APR from the 30% they're getting right now to maybe a 40, 45. You're limiting yourself so much on appreciation to get an extra 15% a year. It doesn't make any sense. Not to mention the days, weeks, months you'll be out of range because you went too tight. And less appreciation. And more permanent loss because you sold too early. Right? Again, coming from, we have our core collateral bags, so you're not really getting any direct impermanent loss. But still, if you've borrowed the money and putting it to work, wouldn't you still want to get some good appreciation off of that borrowed money as well? And listen, if you're opening a position and you only want it in range for 2 weeks to a month, cool, play that game. But I'm trying to design a lifestyle off this stuff. I'm trying to build a consistent business that runs like this. I'm not interested in monthly positions. I'm interested in set it and forget it and come back in 8 months, 2 years into the bull run, a new all-time high. It's done all this work for me. Cash flow, appreciation, double dip on all of it, rinse, repeat. Makes sense? Let me know. Hopefully. Hopefully so. Is this clicking? Don't over leverage. Leverage trading. A very fast path to zero. Take yourself out of the game. I would skip it altogether. Most of you guys have probably experimented with trading. It's something that most every young guy, I feel like, does. That or you go down the gambling route, like actual gambling. This trading is more just, you know, a classier white-collar gambling, I would say, for most of you. If you have some systems built, sure. Back-tested, build it over time. I would trade risk-free with profits from liquidity pools. Unlikely to win, but if you're going to play this game, I would do it with risk-free capital. When you're borrowing money from your Bitcoin, from your Ethereum, don't over-leverage those either. Don't borrow 60%. Don't borrow 70%. That if Bitcoin moves, you're in trouble. I'm borrowing, I tell you guys, 30, 40%. On Bitcoin, at a low, like 60K, maybe 50%. And this gives you room for 50% drawdowns in the market. Where if your liquidation price is 80% loan to value against your Bitcoin, and you borrowed 40K, or 40%, sorry, you borrow 40% against your Bitcoin, while Bitcoin's at 60K, Bitcoin can drop to, 30K? Can drop to 30K. If you're borrowed at if you're levered up to 40% right now at 80K Bitcoin, Bitcoin can drop to 40K before you have any liquidation risk and worry. Give yourself space to stay in the game long term. Right? I've made this mistake a lot. Rotating to the trash alts. Kind of like my conversation earlier, where, you know, they're asking, should I dump all my ETH positions, which I have a lot of, into Monad? And it's like, if you want Monad positions, have the Monad, but if you believe in ETH, and this is your business plan long term, don't rotate everything to it, because you don't know what that outlook is. We know ETH is going to win for sure. It's not going anywhere. Monad doesn't have to appreciate like crazy. What about when all their incentives fall off? Will the APR still stay high? Then you're stuck holding a coin that maybe you don't truly believe in, you just loved it for the cash flow. Right? Think about your job. Would you still do your job if they gave you a 50% haircut on your pay? Probably not. And that's why a lot of you guys want out of your ETH right now. You believe in it. You open the position. You see what it pays. It's cool. Then you start playing around with the other stuff and see what they pay. It's really attractive. You really want to get into that. But then if they haircut that, the APR by 50%, not even talking about the price moving down yet, but if the Monad was only giving you 20%, would you really want to hold that one? No. Probably not. Why? Because it's a lot more risk to it, and it'd be paying the same. So just imagine that happening. Eventually, those yields will drop, or everything will increase altogether. One of the two. They may not even happen at the same time. The Monad yields could come down. Ethereum yields could go up. But if you're earning X APR on Monad, and it's the same as on ETH, you should be aware the Monad has a lot higher risk profile. And if that asset's price depreciates, and the APR is even high enough to make it worth it, just be careful. Be careful is all I want to say. Jamie, the flywheel's been working great for me. Where can I see your next live stream time and date, as I have only got on the last few by chance? To be honest, I don't have a set schedule. Kind of one of the perks of the job, I guess, right? I'd be interested in doing a set live stream schedule. For me, it's just kind of like, hey, if I'm busy, I don't do it. If I have some free time, or if it's before the gym, I do it. Today, I didn't have time this morning, and actually, I didn't hit the gym today. It's been kind of busy. And so, just doing it late. Almost didn't do it, but was like, I made the PowerPoint, might as well do it. I was going to save it till tomorrow, but was like, fuck it. We'll do it. Honestly, usually, I don't know what time zone you're in, Jamie. Usually I'll do it morning to afternoon-ish. Sometimes in the evenings like this. I kind of just do it when I can, to be honest with you, man. Inside our 10K Fast Track, our community, we do have a set call schedule. There's 3 a week in there. So, for example, my time, I'm doing them at like noon every Saturday. We have them on Tuesdays as well, and a Friday call. So those are set in stone, very consistent. But as far as YouTube, it's just kind of like when I can make it happen. I'd say the morning ones are a little more interactive than the evening ones, like right now. But I'm tired too as well, so I get it. I get it, man. Play the game to win for sure. Not trying to get rich overnight. This is just a big one, because it's with everything. This is funny. There's this video game that came out, Gambling with Friends, right? Which is funny. It's on Steam. It was like, what, $5? Me and some friends played that together, right? And it's funny how different our strategies were in this game. I was on the blackjack table, right? I hate gambling, but this game is it's a video game. It's whatever, right? So playing blackjack was like basically minimum betting, doing very consistent hands, winning, writing my portfolio up, was getting to like crazy money, right? Making crazy money in this damn video game, right? And then I started to up my bets, kept winning. Some of the friends I was playing with, they're fucking retarded. Let me tell you, they're fucking retarded. And they were like max betting on, and it's a shared balance, by the way. So like your group has this amount of money, and you guys are all gambling, trying to run up the bag. And we got, especially one of the guys, he'd like full port our portfolio, all of our shared money on black. And you just see the balance go boom and lose it. Because he's trying to get rich in one click. He wasn't about the game. He wasn't about the grind. It's the same thing with business. How many of you guys have tried to start businesses and you give up? What about this fucking YouTube channel, guys? There was a year I was on here. I would make a video and get like 3 views. And Jake thought it was the funniest shit. I'd get roasted on our group chat all the time. I'd be making videos, get 3 views, and it's like, yeah, and you don't want to tell anybody. You don't even want your mom to know, because it's like embarrassing, right? It's just part of the game. Can you grind the trenches? Stop trying to get rich overnight. Build something that's going to win long term, and win for sure. I'm not here to impress anyone with a screenshot that, I made 50K yesterday. But like, that's not what the game's about. The game's about consistency and survival. When you get into that gambling mentality and you're trying to moonshot, maybe even you win. In our 10K Fast Track, like a year and a half ago, we have one of our traders, Bobby. Some of you guys have seen one of Jake's live streams and stuff before in his videos. They called a meme coin called We Love Tits. YouTube, don't ban me. That's what it was called. We Love Tits. And I think Bobby put like 2K in that and we're talking multi-6 figures from that coin. And that's crazy. Crazy play, right? A lot of us got in on that. Some of the guys buying that way, way too late, like idiots, okay? Let's be real. If you're buying that after someone's turned 2K into $400,000 and then you want to buy in with big money, it's probably not smart. You weren't very early. But then you got guys that keep trying to find that next one and they're betting big on these coins, and they're gambling their money away. Listen, I've done it too. I've made mistakes. I'm just trying to put you guys on the game. Don't try to get rich overnight. If it seems like it's an overnight solution, it's probably a scam, or you're probably going to get burned. Right? Hopefully you guys can relate. I guarantee you most everyone here at some point has thought, you know what? I'll throw a little money in this. And then they fucking gambled away. Smatoshi, you said, we do though. We do what? We do what? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, remember, there's a delay. Delay on the comments in the stream, so I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly. Listen, and you can hit plays. I understand. If you want to gamble, like I have down here at the bottom, from your risk-free earned money from your pools, go crazy. Go crazy. The money you work for at your job, you trade your life energy for, you trade your time for, be respectful of that money, invest it smartly, borrow against it, put it in pools. Now they're making money for you, and you have all the potential appreciation in the treasury bag for appreciation. A lot of potential energy up in there. Those will go crazy when the market comes back, full bull run scale, when it goes wild. Lots of money. But the pool income you're spitting out, if you're making a couple K a month, take a couple $100 of it. If you want to gamble and speculate, go crazy. Love the tatas. I see what you mean. Yeah, it was a crazy meme coin. And then they had like a clone of it that came out like months later, like We Love Ass or something, and it did shit. And everyone saw it, and they thought it was going to be crazy. I think it still pumped a little bit, but they went so big, and it was not the same success that We Love Tits. So apparently Tits won. Tits won over ass. Not sure if I agree, but apparently the meme coin gods have decided. YouTube, don't ban me. Already running the cheat code. 170 people monetizing their assets. You guys watching the live stream right now, you're probably doing the same. It's the right thing to do. Build cash flow. Build cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. Got this notification late. Well, it came through, but it was late. My boy Kyle up in here. Kyle, are you excited for the Florida Mastermind? Date pending. Date pending. I think you gave me your preference. I saw that. Build cash flow. Stack assets for free. You don't get wrecked by the markets because you don't care what happens. You just don't care so much anymore because you have income coming in each and every day. If it's dipping, again, you're able to buy the dip for free or be a little degenerate gambling retard for free, right? The market goes sideways. You have money coming in. Keep stacking more assets. Stack stablecoins, stack gold, compound positions. The market's pumping up like crazy. Just keep stacking cash. Keep stacking gold. The same outcome in mind. Just win. Win, 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 win. Of course, book a free call. See if we fit. If you've got 50K portfolio, 100K portfolio sitting there doing nothing, if it's sitting in Bitcoin, if it's sitting in USDC, in Ethereum, in Monad, in XRP, if you got it all in Brett, Fartcoin, or some bullshit like that, if you still got 100K in We Love Tits, don't just leave it sitting idle. Make it earn cash flow for you. Book a call. It's free. See if you're a good fit. And if we're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for us, we'll get you to optimize your portfolio to make as much cash flow off of it long term and as safely as possible. Little one-on-one there. Kyle, he's already up on the inside. You can ask Kyle some questions up here. Moderate in the chat. Let's see. I want to post this link. We'll see if today's the day that someone is brave enough to actually click this link. Because I promise you, again, it's not a rug pull link. If you have some questions, if you want to hop on, I'll let you hop on. Keep in mind, I'm tired as fuck. So be patient. Don't ask me some crazy shit. Like, paste this link. See what happens. Of course, you always have regular questions. You can just do that too. Let's see. And we'll see. We'll get you on the stream. Answer some questions. Please be 18. And please don't be a retard. Let's see. Nobody. Everyone is too scared. They're shaking. Kyle, you want to hop in? Kyle, you want to click the link? Have any questions for Saturday that I can answer now? Yep. What is it? Going to the Senate next, I believe? Yep. Clarity Act made it through. On to the next step. Good to see. You'll be there Saturday. No worries. No worries, amigo. This is just the tail end of the stream then, boys. I don't have anything else for you. I'm not going to hold you guys all day. I'm a little lower energy today, like I said. A little tired. Ate that big dinner. Now I'm feeling it. Sitting heavy. But just want to answer some questions if you guys have them. I know back in the day when I was getting started, I wasn't ready to join a group like the 10K Fast Track yet. You know, little out of touch for myself personally back then. Wasn't ready for that. So if you guys have some questions now, happy to answer. Clear some stuff up for you. Let's see. Notifications going absolutely crazy. Also, Kyle, you're here. School notifications work for me again, out of the blue. Fantastic. About time. Not having to check the email. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything in the fast track worth sharing. Ooh, let's share the mastermind. Link works. Just checked. Did you actually join it though? Let's see. Let's see. I don't have the options now. What? Do I have to make it bigger? It's literally not working now. That's crazy. I see somebody. Jamie, hold up. Hold up, Jamie. I gotta fix my shit. It's fucked up. 1 second. It's literally fucked up. This is crazy. I can't get to it. 1 second. I'm gonna change the scene. Give me a second. Alrighty then. Jamie, give me 1 second. 1 second to get your audio working here real quick. Can you hear me, Jamie? Possibly. Maybe. I think you're frozen. I don't know. Did you leave and come back? Jamie, can you hear me? This man is frozen. Let me try disconnecting you. Jamie, I'll just have you join back if you want to click that link again, and I'll bring you back on. Not sure what the connection issue was there, but it was working for a second. You're just a little frozen for me. Yeah, I don't know. There's no audio coming through either. It's just frozen. Happy to get you back on there. And while we wait for that, real quick, we'll show you guys the mastermind that we're planning in Tampa. Date still TBA, but of course it's the smallest pictures possible. But look at this place. Beautiful. Beautiful looking place. A little air hockey, a little throwback to the Bitcoin conference there. Took some dubs, took a couple L's too. Jake smoked me one round. We'll get him back. Some driving sims out there, a little arcade kind of area as well. Beautiful place, pool table, run that. Gym in the place. Look at this. Insane. Insane fucking spot. So, pretty damn cool. Let's see if our boy got his camera working. Nope. He didn't come back. When you onboard, do you find it best to get USDC then swap to ETH or Bitcoin in your wallet? I find fees high on the exchange. What do you mean when you onboard? Like on ramping? My preferred on-ramp method is going to be to you take like, your bank accounts like to Coinbase, and I on-ramp everything as stablecoins, so like USDC, and then I send that off of the exchange typically, right? So if I say I want to buy Bitcoin, I'm still uploading USDC to Coinbase from my bank account. I send that to my Rabby wallet, and then I'm buying, like, let's say Coinbase Wrap Bitcoin on Base Chain, right? It's going to cost you a couple cents, low slippage. You do the same thing on Solana Network, send it to your Phantom wallet, buy Coinbase Wrap Bitcoin on Solana, and then you have that ready to go, right? And it's pretty cool, too. So, like, traditionally, if you wanted to just buy Bitcoin, you got to upload USDC to the exchange, then you buy Bitcoin, there's fees, etc. But you literally can upload USDC, send that out to your wallets on, say, Solana or Base Chain, buy Coinbase Wrap Bitcoin for super, super cheap on chain, low slippage, hardly any fees, sometimes less than $1, depending on the size. I'm thinking like 10K transactions. On Solana, it could be like $3, whereas Coinbase, it's like $300. And then once you have CBBTC, you can send that straight back to your exchange, straight back to Coinbase as CBBTC. And when it lands on Coinbase, it's counted as native Bitcoin. So it's a little complex, takes a couple steps, but it's the cheapest way to buy Bitcoin. For sure, especially in large amounts. Tampa, hell yeah, it's my hometown. Hey, man, we should see you there then. There's no reason why you can't make it. Click the link. Tell the boys that you want to go to the mastermind. Date TBA. It's going to be probably August, September. But it's going to be a vibe. It's going to be fire. Jake will love the pogs. Yo, chill, chill, chill. Let's see. We did not get our boy back on the link. He was lost to the infinite void. He joined and connected to the wrong blockchain, and his bag is gone forever. He sent USDC to the wrong chain. It's gone. He sent it over Sui. It was supposed to go to an ETH address. It's gone. Unrecoverable. Free airdrop for somebody with a very lucky address. He is not coming back. There is no way. Cool. Well, if I can't get him back on here, and you guys have no more questions, I really want this link work. I want to see it work so bad. Kyle, join it. Kyle, join it. Join it, Kyle. Just see. For the one time. For the one time. And then give a little 10K fast track review on the fly. Join the link, Kyle. I want this to work so bad. I thought I finally got someone to do it. I just wanted to answer your questions, guys. Any concerns about the Clarity Act and what it does to DeFi? Still no. Not personally. I mean, it's going to happen. Like, it's going to get passed. I'm not really worried. Playing the long game. As of last I checked on everything, it affects fake DeFi more than it affects real DeFi. So it's faking reward. I mean, it's going to affect more like exchanges giving you APRs than it is actual DeFi, pure DeFi code, non-custodial, like Aave. Running the Aave game, ETH Bitcoin pools are out of range to the upside. What to do? Oh, okay. Your pools, ETH to Bitcoin. I imagine, what was your range on ETH to Bitcoin? I see why you would have it a little tighter. Something like ETH to Bitcoin, asset to asset, you could give that a little time to come back into range. I would be conscious of how tight that range is. You know, if you're running 14% wide, 20% wide, maybe that wasn't the right thing to do. When you're setting the chart on those ranges, hopefully using the ETH to Bitcoin chart, or the Bitcoin to ETH chart, same thing. ETH USD, yes. Yeah, so we're way too tight. Way too tight on those then, if it's ETH USD. If you're out of range, I mean, it depends. Are you thinking the market's going to go down? Are you playing the lower end game? Because if so, then this should be something that you plan for and you're okay to exit here and then wait for the next dip to get in. For me personally, I have my ranges stacked to the upside, very long term. Like for me, what's the Bitcoin one? Like 118, I think. And then ETH is 4K. So it's like, this is what I mean by like I have no concern. And why if, we pump from 2,000 to 2,200, if we're going out of range, what's going on? right? So hopefully, and you can clear up the ranges a little bit if you want for me too. But just when I paint that picture for you, again, I'm going like 118 on Bitcoin top. Low range is 1K. Oh, so you're kind of doing more what Jake's doing. Yeah. We'll try video again next time. Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry that didn't work. I really wanted to see that work. I don't know what went wrong with it. I really wanted to see that work. Yeah, low range being 1K for ETH. Like the lowest I'd put is 1,500. It's the lowest I'd ever put on it. Yeah. You do you. If you want 1K, I just would ask you like why, what cataclysmic event down to 1K you think is going to happen. Doesn't mean it can't. Again, come up with your own thesis. I like that you have it down to 1K. Just know why. Hoping to buy the big dip. I mean, shit. That's a big fucking dip. That's more than a big dip. That's like fuck. That's like fuck you if it happens, man. You know, I hope that doesn't happen. But if it does, I mean, we can load up bags like crazy. If it doesn't have Streamlabs already, it has to download the file. I think that's what the problem is. Maybe we'll do like a Zoom link next time or something. Possibly. I'll have to figure out how to set that up. Don't you lose out on appreciation if a coin moons? It depends on in what context. If you have a wide range, well, if you're in any pool, you do get less appreciation. If you're running pools off of borrowed capital from your spot bags, you're over 1x appreciation. So that conversation, in my opinion, becomes irrelevant. Because, yes, your pool's not going to get 100% appreciation, but your collateral will. So you're getting like a 1.3 to 1.5x, right, by the end of the game, depending on the range that you're running, plus cash flow. So it becomes a bit of a different game. So I wouldn't say you lose an appreciation. If you're running the game correctly, you're making more than just hodling. You're literally levered up over 1x leverage, right? So hopefully that makes sense in my thoughts on that. Again, big dip. If ETH dips under 1K, I'm selling. Yeah, dude. If ETH dips under 1K, I'm selling my grandma and my nana on each side into indentured servitude. And in 6 months' time, I will buy them back. Same with Bitcoin. Low range is 40K. Yeah, I mean, shit. I probably, for me, Bitcoin 40, like, I see what you're saying. The lowest I would see happening is 45, and that's like, that is the nuke event. I don't see the 1K happening on ETH. But, I mean, if it does, I mean, you're prepped. So, if this is your game plan, and you, like, because I'm not trying to twist your arm and like, oh, change your range all the way. But it's like, if this is your thesis on what happens, I'm not going to be the one that twists your arm out of it. And you should be prepped for that. Right? So, right now, it might be best to sit on your hands and do nothing. Either hold cash, lend it out, wait and arbitrage a dip, because I think a dip will come even if the market is ripping back to the upside. Right? I think we'll still have a little dip, and you get back in a little cheaper at least. But I'm personally, as of right now, not super convicted in crazy bear market territory coming back, and I'm not thinking 1K is happening on ETH. Even if I say 45K is possible, crazy wick, crazy candle down to 45K Bitcoin, I don't think that's happening on ETH to 1K. But again, we all believe different things. We hold different assets, so I'm not trying to argue with your point. 40 minutes late, Justin. No, just on time. Just when we need you. Just on time. Justin, there is a link if you have questions and you want to join the Streamlabs link. And hop on the call. Yeah, ETH goes under 1K. We're fucking hurting. What's that put Solana at? $40? $60? I'm selling everybody I know into indentured servitude. I'll buy them all back. Plus some. Get some new family members when it's over. Yeah, if ETH goes 1K, the Corvette's leaving, and I'll buy it again later. I'll sell the PC. I'll go full monk mode, and I'll buy the fuck out of that dip that you've never seen. All stablecoins deployed, all gold deployed. The grandma's gone, PC's gone, Corvette's gone. That TV I've never used, that's gone. It's been wall mounted for 2 years, never turned it on. I don't think that's crazy. What else can I sell? Sell the Taylor guitar. There's another like 3K. What else we got? Shoe collection over there. Get rid of those. Sell the Dior shoes. That's 2K. That's another like 2 or 3 ETH. When's next stream so I can get labs downloaded? Can you not just join from your phone? I would think you just join. I'm going to click it myself. I'm about to give you guys Streamception. Hold on. I'm about to test this. There's about to be 2 of me. I want to see what the funnel looks like. Join Streamlabs, allow access to microphone, allow camera. You don't even need anything. It just goes to the website. You guys are tripping. The real Parker Ray. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Join. There's no way. Why is it the camera is inverted though? See, now we look like idiots. Show on stream. This is going to be so retarded. Hang on. Dual cam. See?
See?
You can do it from your
You
phone.
do it from your phone. No app needed.
Turn that shit off. That shit's loud. See? You don't need anything downloaded. You guys are tripping. You guys are tripping. And now we're just hanging out. Now we're a bunch of freaking monkeys in here doing nothing. Let's see. When's the next stream? Download Streamlabs. You don't need. Just click the link. It would be a blessing. Yeah, 1K ETH, locking in everything. Can't sell the robe. Can't sell the robe was celebratory. The Bitcoin shoes you can't sell. They're one of ones. The Bitcoin shoes. Welcome to an episode of Parker Inception. God. I should have had the camera pointed at the stream and it just became an infinite fucking window. Look if I do this shit. We'll get the infinite window going, where it's just a million of me. There you go. More than you can handle. Test worked fine. When I clicked on the other thing, it went to a page and it just sat. Yeah, you should just open straight to the page. It should have your camera, like give it camera audio access, type your name in, and then you click join at the bottom, and it should just sync. And then it may not have anything after that. I have to approve and bring you on. So if I don't know that it's ready, that you won't just like auto show up on stream. I have to approve and like add you to the call essentially. Weird, I'm on the phone. You can try to get in, Kyle, and I'll watch for it. And you can go fucking crazy. Just don't go fucking too crazy. We gotta bring the Kahoot game back too. That was fun. When we had the, was like the 50 questions? It's like a 3-hour live stream of just DeFi questions. I gotta bring that back. That was fun. That was fun. I'm tempted to do that now. We'll run back the old one. We'll just run the old one and see who learned anything. You know what? Let me see if I know where that's at. If I find it, I'll kill the stream and start another one. That way this is just clipped as a legit stream before the weird shit starts. Let's see. Who's down? If anyone's down, tell me. We'll do this shit. If I still have it. Do I still have that file saved? Worked for a sec. And then what? Maybe your VPN's taking over or some shit? Kyle, there's no way you figure DeFi out, but you can't figure out Streamlabs. Let's see. Where do I see my quizzes? Courses, your Kahoots. No, so it's not this account. What account would I have used? Google. Did I use a business email? Hold on, boys. I'm gonna lock this in real quick. No. Use another account. Would we have used this? How many Gmail accounts do I fucking have? No way. No way I used this email. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh shit, we have it. We have it. DeFi class. Brought up YouTube on PC Streamlabs, just black page. Let's see, 1 second. And Kyle, yep, not in here. Not in here. You guys want to do Kahoot? We'll run it. I'll run this shit. Hold on. I'm going to kill the stream and restart it. Let's see. What the fuck is this?